Hi writers, thanks for joining back in for another writing lesson. So today I'm going to show you how you can begin to write a draft from the notes that you have. I just want to remind you that I'm going to model my writing off of the book about wolves. Remember, in this book, there are questions that are asked. For example, who lives in a wolf pack? And then the answer is explained. So I'm gonna model my writing about dolphins, keeping that book in my mind. You do not have to do question and answer. You could do your writing in the form of like the alphabet if you thought of different things regarding your animal. Or you could use the way this book Reptiles did with listing, this is all different types of reptiles, but I don't know, you could think of a topic and then have subtopics with your animal. Are you a dragonfly? That was a fun way of showing what your animal is like. Or where butterflies grow. So any of those are examples. If you've got another idea, fantastic. There's no wrong way to present your writing, your research, okay? Just know that. But I'm just going to show you one way. So let me share my screen with you so that we can pick up together where I had left off the last time we met, which was just with my notes. So today I'm going to show you how you can take your notes. You have them in the right order because that was the last thing that you did or will do today. I guess I should say that's coming up for you, is getting your notes organized in a way that makes sense. Notice that I start with what are dolphins rather than leaving that for the very end, because I wanted to make sure that everybody knew what a dolphin was right off the bat. So mostly the order doesn't matter. It's usually a preference for you, unless you've got some basic things that you want to put about your animal in the beginning, especially if it's an animal that is not very common. I know a lot of you have animals that even I hadn't heard of before, and so you're going to want to give some just basic general, what is this animal, for those of us that may not know anything or very little about your animal. Okay, so let me just go to the next screen. You should have talked about these questions with your partner. You can go back to them at any point. And then I wanted to share this with you. So I took my notes and I started with my question. What are dolphins? And then I took the next few sentences to explain using my notes. Dolphins are mammals, just like you and me. Being a mammal means the dolphins are warm-blooded. Also, even though they live in the sea, dolphins breathe in air like all mammals. Well, fish have gills to help them breathe. I'm sorry, this should have been while. Let me fix my mistake as I'm going. While fish have gills to help them breathe underwater, dolphins have lungs like humans have. Dolphins belong to a group of sea mammals called cetaceans. Okay, so that's just an example of one way to get started with your first subtopic, okay? So for you today, when you're writing, I want you to do what I had showed you with mine, which is to arrange your subtopic notes in the order that you want them to be in your report. So literally first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Get all of those in the right order. And then reread your notes. Make sure that the order makes sense. After that, begin writing a draft of your report. Double space it, just makes it easier to edit along the way. You can put it on loose lined paper or you can write it in your writer's notebook. Just any place that you write it, make sure that you're going to be able to pull it back out the next day. You want to try to grab your reader's attention. You want to get that little hook and get them so that they want to read the whole paper that you're writing. You can provide those facts, details, and definitions of anything that, you know, that may be confusing. If you get stuck, feel free to check in with your partner. Your writing partner is set up for you. You guys get to make, you know, the time that works best for you. Try to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays when there isn't a new lesson, but honestly, it's totally up to you guys. That's one of the really cool things about online learning. There's a lot of flexibility. So just make sure that you try to connect, you know, try a phone call, email, FaceTime. You can create a Zoom meeting or a Microsoft Teams meeting with you and your partner or partners, because there are a few that are in with 3 partners. Have fun. I'm here for you. Email me if you have questions, or obviously when I meet with you in a small group. Happy writing.